I grew up in Great Falls, Montana. I went to undergrad at Gonzaga here in Spokane. I went to law school at Notre Dame, and then I decided I wanted to do international law. So I joined the Army JAG Corps as defending soldiers who'd been convicted at courts martial. Then I moved to Spokane, became the tribal liaison. Between the Indian country work and the Project Safe Childhood work, I was doing almost exclusively crimes with vulnerable victims. I do not work with a person who's not tremendously talented. Every single one of them is. Not every one of them can work with victims. Very oftentimes, people are victimized by family members, by people that they know. They're not excited about this process. They got drug into this process. So being able to be cognizant of those things and go into people's living rooms and help them through what will be some of the worst moments of their lives, that's a significant undertaking. You do feel as though you absolutely cannot lose. You can't fail these people. So that will drive you.
When I came into the position of the United States Attorney, I knew that I wanted somebody who I respected and trusted to be my criminal chief. Allison is all of those things. She is somebody who serves her country with just incredible humility and commitment to achieving just results.
It's not about being perfect, I don't think. I think honor is about being accountable. I have a job where you have to acknowledge mistakes very publicly, and we're obligated to do that. We're ethically obligated to do that. I think we have an obligation that's understood. We have an obligation to the public. We have a very significant obligation to the victims. We have an obligation to the court. We have an obligation to the defendant to make sure that we're not just on the right side of things, but that we are carrying out the entire process in the right manner.
She inspires people on our team to do the right thing no matter what. No matter if somebody is watching you, no matter if it's hard, and no matter if it gets you into a tough spot sometimes.
I think courage is doing the hard right thing, or just the hard thing that needs to be done.
Allison really has next level courage. Not just how she shows up and tries hard cases. She shows this courage by inspiring courage in the women that she works with.
They display courage like I've never seen before. I think like most people have never seen before. For them to face those things down because they know that this is something that needs to be done. For their children, who have witnessed abuse in many cases, it needs to be done so that someone else is not abused.
Her ability to inspire courage in them to do this incredible thing is amazing.
Commitment, I think, is doing what needs to be done and doing your best at it every day. I'm lucky to be not only committed, but surrounded by people who are tremendously committed to what they do.
Allison's work and leadership has tied into the WISE mission of combating racism through her incredible commitment to securing justice on our Native American reservations in Eastern Washington. Allison has served as our Indian Country coordinator for many years, and now she's in the criminal chief position where she oversees our Indian Country work. Serving all of those individuals on the reservation is of paramount importance to our office and to Allison. Her primary areas of practice have been in Indian Country in Eastern Washington, and also working with women and vulnerable children in combating child exploitation and human trafficking.
I think we help women find strength that they didn't know they had. Domestic violence is most often perpetrated against women, as is sexual violence. It's not exclusively, though, but most often it is. Helping a woman who may be jeopardizing not just her relationship, but sometimes her source of support, financial support and otherwise, to help them to get to that place. I think I make a space for these women who are at that point empowered to come through and demonstrate how empowered they are and show their strength. And I make a space for empowered women to come through. They find the strength themselves. Even women who've said, ultimately, if this goes to trial, there is no way I can testify. In those few cases where it has gone to trial, they have come through to testify. A lot of people have things they are not proud of in their past. And I explain how I intend to handle those things. And I also explain how I know that they have the strength to get through it. And I have seen similarly postured people get through it, and that I will never abandon them, and that they will make it through it, and they do.
I nominated Allison Gregoire to be a Woman of Achievement Allison inspires me because of the way she lives her life with such great integrity and honor. And she does that by every day coming in and doing the right thing. And she inspires her team through that model of servant leadership to do the right thing as well.
I felt tremendously honored to be nominated as a Woman of Achievement. I look through the other honorees, and I'm deeply humbled. The person who nominated me, I view as a personal role model. So I would say I was humbled and proud. It is an entire community of people who are trying to make sure that justice is done, that people are held accountable, and that we remove people from the community who are actively damaging the community. We are doing our best to make sure the justice system is fair and equitable to everyone, to all participants in it.